Hello and welcome to this guided meditation. My name is Allie with Amariespeaks, and this meditation is an invitation to sit in uncomfortability with me for a while. So whether you're facing a physical, a mental, or a spiritual discomfort, dis-ease, pain, or suffering, know that you are not alone in your feelings, for I am there with you right now. And together we are going to sit for a little while. So take a deep breath and prepare. Ask yourself, what does that feel like? Knowing, being in this uncomfortable state and having to accept it. Knowing it's not going away right now. Not this moment, probably not today, but it will in time, as all things change. I know this too will. So allow that to help you relax, help you better assess how you would like to spend these moments, your present moment. Would you like to fill it up entirely with this certain uncomfortability? Focusing on it and allowing it to consume your whole state? Or can you tap into the breath and step back? Remember that area affected is only one area of your whole self. You are a multi-dimensional, energetic being. Layers and levels within you are infinite. You are eternal. So let's gain a bit of perspective here together before we sit down to do the work. Now, we need to ground and center ourselves in sovereign empowerment before we take on this practice, this meditation, and great work of alchemy. So let's tap into the breath for a few moments. If you're not comfortable already, please find a position or lie down. Make yourself as comfortable as you can be in the moment. And let's gently detach from the outside world, from all of those things which have brought us into this moment, whether they are actions or conversations. Let them go for now, and just breathe. Notice your breath. Feel the quality of air. Any smells or sounds around you. Take them all in. Take a moment to just notice if you need a certain type of breath, perhaps. Is it shorter and quick, shallow and light, or long and deep? Perhaps breathing itself in the action causes sensations of uncomfortability. Notice that. Notice how your breath, like water, will find a way through even the tiniest cracks, even through bristles and brambles, through thorns, even if it is a tiny trickle in a cracked desert plain. Notice your breath and let it be. Don't try to change it or alter it. Let it show you the way. Let it tell you the easiest path through. Feel the sensations and know what it feels like to be alive today. Give thanks for the path you're on, for what your breath is showing you. Be it rough and rugged, be it shallow, be it heavy, wilted, dragging, lethargic. Any of these things and all of these things are just that. They are things, they are words, they are feelings, energy. And what is energy meant to do? To move, to change, morph. So as you breathe, let the breath change. Let your focus change. Try to see the changes all over your entire body as you breathe. Instead of focusing on that notification, that alert, that most obvious and prominent issue, try to notice everything else. see your body outside your body if you can. Trace an outline around your body, or visualize a body scan starting with your soles of the feet and rising along the entire body. Or start with the crown and make your way down. Perhaps your whole body is like a bubble. You can include the space around you, not just the physical body. Sense that, give it color if it appeals to you, or shape. Feel the wholeness, your own, your very own wholeness, as it appears to you. Remember it, or design it now if that's what feels right to you. See the many layers that make you up. The skin and organs, the muscle and bone, the blood, the fluids, the gases, the tissues. All of these organic, solid manifestations of the body vessel. See them with your mind's eye. The whole grand being in its majestic formation. It is truly a magical creation. It is a miracle manifestation. The intricate design of infinite intelligence, conscious systems working for you. They are of you, and yet can be seen so separate. We forget them. We spend so much time in the mind, looking out the eyes. We forget about looking out of the mind's eye. So, my friend, if you have not yet closed down your beautiful eyes, please take time for yourself and gently close them down. Detach from the external world and let this dark blanket blackness envelop you. Feel those inky black curtains draping down like a weighted blanket. Feel your eyes, even if they've been closed the whole time. Let the sensations of the eyelids take over your entire awareness. Relax into it. Feel those those muscles behind the forehead and the brow bones, gently releasing and letting go. From the very center of your forehead, a warm, relaxing feeling is spreading out like a gentle, pleasant iron, smoothing out the wrinkles, making its way across the brow bones to the temples, to the hairline, down to the ears, over the eyes, the eye sockets, down the nose, down the cheekbones, warmth, smoothing things out, shutting down all of those mental and energetic processes. Let the breath help that smoothing out. With each exhale, the warm smoothness travels further across the face and down the cheeks to the jaw, spilling down over the crown of your head and scalp, the back of your head, ears. Each breath tapping in to that easy, gentle fluidity. Letting the warmth fill up the whole of your head space. Under the jaw, through your teeth, through the throat and tongue. Swallow. Breathe deeper. Let your body talk for a moment. Leading the way with a few cleansing breaths. Maybe a few sighs. Perhaps shift your shoulders, roll your neck, relax your jaw. Feel that deep relaxation you've cultivated within the head space. And feel gratitude for a moment. Say thank you to yourself for taking the time to do this, to shift your thoughts, perceptions, and reality into something more positive, more loving, something that feels healing, feels powerful. We have the power of self-vitalization and revitalization of our bodies to multiply its productivity. So don't worry. You don't need to know anything, for the body has the memories. Age old memories from the building of your body. It remembers cellularly. Each cell knows. It does not need to learn. It has the instructions. It understands its roles. So take a moment now to breathe that power, that pleasant comfort and space we found in the head. And use your breath to guide it down. Let it melt or flow, drip or flush through the body now. Riding on each breath as if you've opened the gates from the neck, from the head, that axis and atlas point. It floods down the spine and throat, the shoulders and arms, through the cavernous space of the torso, the chest, the shoulders, the ribs, through all of the organs in that beautiful, infinite space. Let it make its way in a comfortable way, in its time, whether it's soaring, flooding, gliding, or passing. Perhaps it's trickling or snowing. Let it make its way in bubbles or fall like leaves through the universe of you within. Let the breath show you the way. Feel the ocean waves riding down into the beach, crashing the shores of the toes. The waters just making their ways all the way to that final boundary of you, to the bottom, as far as they go out with that breath. The inhale brings anew. The exhale floods it through. Breathing in and out. Waves of energy, nutrients, nutrition, air and oxygen, nitrogen, carbon. Yes, so many names and descriptions. Places and spaces to fill, to do work with names and descriptions alike. But we need not know these things in order to witness, observe, and be a part of them. That is the beauty of organic knowing, of our infinite intelligence, our source connection. So let that connectivity create the visualizations, show you the way. As you breathe through your entire body, see those desires, those needs being met with the breath. See how multifaceted your overall body truly is. Perhaps you've noticed the breath moves different parts of your body, different parts of yourself even, in different ways. Some more tangible than others. Some are explainable with words. Others are sensations, inputs of other types of information. Unspeakable, and yet they are completely knowable within you, within a different layer and language inside the universe of you. Maybe it's emotional or frequency based. Maybe it's an image or some sort of emotion, energy, color, a knowing of sorts that is unexplainable. Go with it. Work to learn the language. Understand, part of you's a foreigner to that area in the universe of you. It is an alien to that place. Accept that beauty of differentness within yourself. Don't be afraid or angry. Instead, embrace it. Accept it as it is. And say, okay, let me try to learn the language. Let me work to hear what you're saying and go with it. Don't try to backtrack and make it something or explain it away or take it into your world and expunge it of its native tongue. No, embrace it. Work to become part of it, for it is of you. It is ancestry and lineage to you. There's connectivity. There's an honoring. You owe it that learning of the language, the honoring of that rightful speaking. So take a moment to listen to any strange callings within the universe of you. Simply by saying, yes, I hear you. Down there, in there. Whether it's an echo, a faint glittering, distant call, single tone, a muffled cry. Maybe it's a buzz or static, manyness, so much callings. Hear them for what they are for now, in this moment, and stay in the role of the observer. Feel that conscious difference from standing up in the mind's eye, the role of the observer, in that beautiful headspace we've cultivated, in the warmth and gratitude, the knowing of the higher self, of the boss. Sit in your CEO's chair. But yes, listen to the calls for what they are. Don't rush away yet. We will get to them in due time. Do your due diligence. Now, that's the responsibility of the ultimate boss, of the top dog. They must watch the pack first, to observe it, to observe them and hear them, to delineate between, to discern with discretion, so that yes, we can delegate from unconditional love, from compassion, from the space in place of the heart. So remember the warmth we've cultivated, the gratitude, as we take a moment to listen. Let the breath be your metronome, the constant barometer. It feeds the flow of information both ways and the connectivity between both places. Let the sensations and calls ride in on the in-breath, and on the out-breath, let this tone, this confirmation be sent out from your boss down back to each call, answering each one with that feeling, conscious and deep knowing that it is seen. That creator consciousness heard its desire. Understand that this working, hearing and answering the call is generic. It is not actionary. so relaxed, requires nothing physical yet. This is the very initial intention that we are building, that we are honoring, taking time to feel and be a part of. It's the planning, it's the forethought. And that is why each call can be and is answered. As soon as it's received, it is known. Just like when you are seen by God or higher self, you know the feeling. When you feel truth, when you feel your sovereign source connection, your power resonance, it tingles, it reverberates, it glows within you in some way. There's a knowing there with the ignition of this energy, conscious receptivity. We all have it. It's our birthright, our fractal source, the image of God. Remember and tap into that knowing that you matter, that you're part of the whole, that you are seen and purposeful. That's the answer to all calls. Yes, each call is different, just like each shirt and clothing and jacket, pants, they're different. You wear a different pair every day. And yet, the fit is the same, right? The pants are pants, shirt is always a shirt. The calls and the answers are acknowledgement, remembrance. It's a promise, right? And so, with the breath and each of these unique notifications, these disturbances and conditions within the body, these uncomfortable sensations, moments, places of dis-ease, malalignment, pain, hurt, whatever the distortion is, they are all the same. And what they desire is to be known that they are seen by you and that you will be there. You will help them. Just by being seen, there's a relief available. Because there's that promise that help will come. That they are not forgotten and left alone, cast out in the darkness to suffer meaninglessly. That is the root of everything there. When we remember that, we can answer every call with love. No, you are not forgotten. I heard you. And there is a bit of ease granted in the moment with that. That is the work of listening with the breath. that needs to take place first. While this work takes place in physicality with the body's boss and workers, the mind and spirit are building a tally, are working on that organization of the to-dos and the whens and the hows. We don't need to focus our attention on those bosses at the moment. They can do their work perfectly well while we work directly with the body. When we have physical symptoms and sensations bothering us that have piled up so much as to bring forth a disruption, a sickness, a crisis of sorts, we should know, as creator consciousness, the entire universe of you, of me, that we need to take a time out and focus attention solely on the body to hear and learn that language more clearly. Because obviously we have been misinterpreting something in these past days or weeks or years or moments, who knows? Because symptoms are arising. Things were not dealt with correctly in one time or another. There's been a miscommunication along the lines. And in order to truly seek true solutions, we should dive in there and actually honor those pieces of consciousness by allowing full attention, full time and space, our directive directly in that area. And so we must delegate other tasks down to other bosses. The mind and the spirit are quite at home with organizing, finding time for the flow to come through, the alignments to work nicely, gracefully. And so let them do their work as we follow the breath and tap in again to whatever may be calling our attention. Use the great scope and lens of creator consciousness to focus inwards through the eyes of that body boss. Gaze inwards through the bosses and managers below. Take a moment to again feel the sensations of your physical body vessel. Breathe and notice, calling sensations of uncomfortability. Take a moment to just describe them as best as you can from this outward gaze, the CEO's eyes, or the role of the observer, the body's boss. How are they interpreting the sensations? Is it sharp pain, pulsating, dull and aching? Is it pressure or a warmth? Is it achy and cold? Perhaps it's a throbbing or an itching. Maybe sharp, jagged, or is it a blur, blunt? Take stock and assess it. Try to pinpoint where it's coming from exactly. See the area of space on your body. Let your imagination build a picture. Color it. Fuel it with energy. Really see the whole expression of uncomfortability, of pain. Perhaps you know you have some sort of sickness or an injury, a wound of some sort. Visualize and see it like that boss has been given a clipboard by the manager of that organ or organ system deep within the body, one who knows intricately those workers and managers who are down there confronted with this very issue at the cellular consciousness level. See your boss or manager receiving this clipboard, diagrams, graphs, information, feedback. See the statistics, see their desire list, the things that they need, the problems they're facing. Flip through it and know it. You already knew it. This has been faxed up to the office long ago. Maybe you scanned it before and put it aside. Or maybe you were distracted or called to something different, or the mind or spirit's boss has been at the helm of the ship lately. That's okay. There's no blame here. It's not mismanagement that needs to be punished. We're moving through and learning at all times, at all layers and levels. The important thing is you are here now, and that we give our full attention now, and that we seek with positive intention the most harmonious solutions now, that we look at all the information and we hear all of the reports. So what we're going to do is take a trip down into that deep layer of consciousness. We are going to dive through the layers of managers and workers straight into that calling. See in front of you a beautiful glass elevator. Maybe a boss and a manager are there already, greeting you, thanking you for your service and the time, for your visit. See them roll the red carpet out, maybe even walk across it to that elevator. See 7 buttons and know just the right one. Hit it and feel yourself traveling down. And as you make your way down into this layer and level within the universe of you, feel like clothing, layers being removed from your CEO stance, your caricature, your mental position. See yourself removing that boss's expensive suit, and underneath it is a manager's name tag, a manager's uniform, just like the manager you were speaking with, the body spas. You remember, yes, I played this role before. I was this task. I am this manager. Feel the weight upon your shoulders, the nuanced knowings that come with being that manager at that time. All the lessons you learned. Remember those workers underneath you who used to be your assistants. Remember, as you dive deeper now, as the elevator takes you further, and that manager's name tag and uniform falls away, and you're wearing a worker's uniform, and you remember, yes, I did these works. I know these tasks. I was the packer. I was the office worker. I remember the weight and gravity of the small tasks, of following instructions, of doing this process. I did it for so many years. In fact, I was so good at it. I loved it so much. I became a manager many moons ago. And I loved being a manager so much, so long ago, that I was promoted, that all managers agreed that I was the leader. I was the body's boss. I was the CEO. And I was elevated to that position through organic ascension and evolution of consciousness. I rose the ranks. We all have risen the ranks. We all have walked the paths and known the work, have lived the struggles in the slow day-to-day motions. So as we reach the bottom here, the elevator lands at the bottom level. Remember your first day at work. As that worker, that cell down here, as you feel your feet planted, remember, you are the CEO. You are the highest point of ascension to these workers down here, to this deep layer down here. So hold your head high. Remember the love and compassion you have for this work, this nuanced, intricate, small piece of the puzzle that makes up the whole beautiful system that is you. It could not work, it could not be the same without this piece and portion. And so, know the great purpose available here as you step off the elevator and into this area. Remember those pages on the clipboard. You don't need the clipboard anymore, for you know. It's like riding a bike. You don't need to read instructions or remember a diagram of a bicycle to sit on it and ride. Your legs might be a little tired. It might be wobbly. But you know. So step into that area. See the workers. Make eye contact with them. They know you. It's like returning to a job you had for many years. Seeing old friends and mentors. Notice. See the build-up, see the problem. Let them tell you or show you. Sit. Again, don't feel rushed. They're not dragging you in a million directions, no. This is an osmosis, exchange of information, can come from all directions and angles without overwhelming, without becoming a chaotic static, for you speak the language already. It is your first language. Take a moment and connect to the breath again. Sit down amidst your peers. Sit down at that worker's table or at that desk position and breathe. Remember the great work of hearing and answering that comes with the breath. as you breathe and be with the issues, let the images speak to you. Let the sensations unlock their root cause. Perhaps you'll be presented with information visually. Maybe sensations will relax as you uncover and help correct whatever is causing inflammation. Perhaps your army will report why or what they are encountering, how they are working. Allow whatever sensations are there with the breath. Send out that conscious companionship. Let them know, I feel you. I can empathize with you. I am here with you. Sometimes all we need is someone to sit with us and be there through it. To know you're not alone. Because sometimes you can't do anything else. There is no immediate solution. And that should be okay. For what we came here to do was not to fix or heal or get rid of anything. We came to sit, to be, to listen and observe. So let's spend a few minutes together listening. Try your hardest to hear, feel, and sense everything as it is, without trying to shift or change, but just allowing, releasing the need to control, releasing that need to be something else. let go into what is. Feel it completely and breathe. Remember your strong standing, your position as that CEO, the head boss, the leader, the highest form of consciousness. Remember who you are and be that guiding light, that strong standing post, that beacon of hope for all these cellular, tiny layers of consciousness within you who look up to you, who serve you, who love you unconditionally as their great source, as their creator, as their boss. Feel their audience, their energies, their love. Know them deeply as they know you deeply. Let that beautiful molecular partnership, quantum entanglements, be alive with the breath, be fueled, be nurtured, be known with that breath again. Breathing in and drawing in nutrients and support. The messages are heard on the in-breath, and on the out-breath, all is sent where it should be. Messages are received. Assistance is known. It's on its way. Feel relief and release as you breathe and send that harmonic message deep within you to every worker, to every manager, every organ system, and cell. Feel the receivership, the cycle. Let it envelop and encircle you all, golden light. A beautiful, supportive hug closing in, enwrapping every form of consciousness within you. Right along with you yourself. Feel yourself wrapped in the love of the Source, the Creator. Like a warm red velvet blanket draping across you. The warmth radiates through the physical body into every layer, crack and crevice, leaving no man left behind. feel supported, warm and held. Give thanks to yourself, to your cells, to God, to Source, to your higher self, to ancestors and angels, all of those beings who watch and witness and who help guide us. Give them thanks for helping you here today. See all of those workers and managers thanking you as you prepare to leave now, as you hear or see or feel the ding of that elevator, glowing, beautiful gold, crystalline white, maybe a rainbow of colors, as the doors open and you know it's time to go. Stand up and feel that great love and appreciation. Leave your promises that you will return, and let all of those beings, consciousness within you know and feel that deep promise that you will return, and that in fact on every breath you are returning. Make your way over to that elevator and hit the button for home. Feel yourself rising back, coming back to the now. Perhaps you would like to drift off to sleep even, and you can feel yourself rising back to your gracious, relaxed body so that you could drift off to a beautiful, restful night's sleep. Or prepare to open your eyes and return to your waking life, refreshed and anew.